Was Monday night a way to use social media as a way to remove yourself from the idea of not making the Pro Bowl or not getting sort of the respect you wanted? Is that a way of using it as a mechanism to move on from it, or just how did you sort of take in Monday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we all have goals coming into the season. We feel like we don't meet those goals. It's natural to, to feel down about it. But I think the next day you kind of move on, move forward, especially once you realize, it's bigger things to play for. It's a lot more success, that you can have other than that. So that was kind of like my perspective. I'm past it.
How do you feel like this season? Do you feel like this has been your best season? Or how do you feel like ranks among your best seasons?
I don't know, man. I remember I was young, before my injuries, and, I just felt so athletic and good, and I was faster than everybody, and, I've grown, and I'm in my 7th year now, and to me it's bigger than, like, me, like it's about me obviously playing well, but, getting other people around me to play well, and so that's where I'm at in my career, yeah.
Even if maybe you're not as athletic maybe as you were early in your career, you feel it's been a good trade-off, though? The experience you have has made you a better player? Yeah,
without a doubt. And I have had some really good coaches, but I'd probably say Coach Merritt, just from fundamentally how he teaches, I think that has helped me out a lot. I feel like I'm seeing the game so much slower than I have, in the past, for sure.
To hear the Chiefs wires occasionally now. One thing that you said recently is just too smart, and it's something you've gone on social media and film study and whatnot. Do you feel like in this stretch you've just been especially locked in, like you're almost like you're on a heater type deal?
Yeah, well, definitely motivated, definitely encouraged, and that was kind of the goal for us, coming into the season. Was to kind of get everything going in a positive direction. Feel like right now, not only me, but feel like, most of the guys on the defense, we're playing pretty confident. We understand what we have to do. And then, we're putting a lot of time in, outside of just the normal X's and O's. And I think all that is kind of helping us play faster, play smarter, and really trusting, the calls.
This really feels like your room. What does Terrell now bring to that, in your opinion?
Veteran leadership for sure. I'd probably say championship swagger too. I feel like he's a guy that's played in this league a long time, has great success, and he can still get it done. So I have a lot of friends on the Arizona team, so they spoke highly of him. And so, obviously we're looking forward to him coming in and really, really helping us out.
How does that championship swagger, as you say, how does that help the team?
Well, it's just committing to the process. Obviously, it's you don't get stuck on, championship, but, I think in order to get to that point, it's a certain level of confidence you have to have, certain level of preparation, and then you have to feel good about yourself, when you step on that field. And, like I said, I feel like lately, we've been feeling really good, when we step on the field defensively.
You said spending time besides those just the X's and O's. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's just guys, taking the time outside of the building, taking the time, outside of meeting rooms, getting together with somebody on a particular coverage, on a particular call that they may be working together. And so, it takes great effort to do that, and you have to be committed to the process, and I feel like we've been doing that.
Tyrann, have players from last season who are on this defense talk to you about maybe the difference between then and now as far as that outside of, the facilities preparation and different things like that?
Not really. I'd probably say most of those guys don't really speak about, last year. I think ultimately, we knew that, we would have to get close. I played on different teams and felt like every good defense I've played on, most of those guys were pretty tight. And so I'm glad that we're finally, at that point.
I remember in the spring you mentioned how being close to the ball or being at the line of scrimmage made you feel like you would have a bigger impact. We've seen that really lately in the last month or so. Just what has allowed you to be successful when you're close to the line of scrimmage or when you're blitzing, and what is something that they've allowed you to sort of unlock when they give you those opportunities?
Yeah, Obviously, I feel like, with injuries or, I feel like my position can change really any moment. It can change in the middle of a football game. I think for me, it's, I feel comfortable there, and not saying I don't feel comfortable when I'm playing deep. It's just I feel like, the things that I do well, I'm usually close to the ball. So, and then it gives quarterbacks have to think. They don't know if I'm blitzing. They don't know what I'm doing. So, we've been having some success, just in that regard.
Related to that, Spags mentioned about the fact that, if you're playing, maybe you're playing in the slot, that means Kendall drops back, and then sometimes those calls are coming on the field. It's you guys deciding that alignment and everything. How has that ability kind of evolved throughout the season, that you have that flexibility to make those decisions on the field?
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, guys are really studying. Guys are really putting the time in. And I think anytime coach, has a different nugget or maybe he wants to move a certain guy, I think everybody is prepared for the most part. And then, like I mentioned a few weeks ago, if you have, 5 or 6 DBs that can kind of do some of the same things, you could switch up a lot of things defensively. And so, really fortunate that we got a couple guys back there that are able to kind of move around and, and they're smart enough to be able to do it, in game.
The Bills and Patriots are playing on Saturday. I don't know when you guys are traveling. You might be traveling a little bit during that, but is that a game you plan on sitting down, knowing that that's one that's important for where your playoff future is? And you plan on watching that game?
Yeah, I mean, most likely we'll probably watch it. I mean, I know I'll probably watch it. Obviously, I know it's some implications, with the seeding or whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, we'll probably play, one of those 2 teams in the playoffs. So even from that, I feel like you still have to just get some eyes on them when they're playing.
Tyrann, I know you've been asked this probably a couple weeks ago, but where this defense is at right now, what is the actual identity of the defense?
I don't know. That's a good question. I in my mind, I feel like we're still chasing improvement. Obviously we didn't start the season the way we wanted to. Feel like now we're kind of setting a standard, for ourselves. But I think overall, we're aggressive defense. We get in your face, and then we can mix things up as well. I think we have the personnel to do that, and so I think we're excited about where we're at right now, where we're going forward. We feel like at the end of the day, it's going to come down to us, and I think we'll be more than ready for that.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.